get some hype? Bueller.
I am not amused.
Bueller.
John Gizman, thanks so much, dude, for the 888. Kingsman, much love.
Deep in your soul. We keep the flow. Or rise.
What should I say,
People dance. Feel love. Just keep the flow. Or rise. Oh yeah. Or rise.
Is that a joint?
Just keep the flow. Or rise. We're going deep. Just move on my groove. Or rise. Sun goes down. Feel love. Or rise.
Hey, traders. Welcome to episode 670 of the show. Happy Tuesday. Bitcoin sold off. Thanks for being here. Bitcoin's down $205 on the day, nearly just right around 2%, which not really a big deal, man. I mean, it wasn't momentous. Like, okay, what are you worried about, man? Like, this asset hasn't really been in a very good trading range, like, or trade. It's in a great zone or range, right? But $1,500 range, but like, you were like 75% of the way to the top, and it's just like, what was really developing that gave you like a good like trade, you know, that is not like a day trade, or where there was like substantial reward to risk. I mean, it's just not at that area. Now, you know, there are other assets that exist out there that, mother of God, that have been doing extremely well, but Bitcoin's just not one right now, right? Bitcoin has had its fun in the sun, and it's been in a correction for like 71, 72 days now. And again, this range is right here between 9,500 and nearly 11,000. And you've just recently hit a 61.8% retrace from the previous low to high. And so, you know, if there is some sort of rally here, Instead of just the short-term stuff, maybe we'll be getting a much larger harmonic. The larger the harmonic, the better, man. The more reliable it could be. So if, you know, this really was to reverse, you know, 1, 2, 3, you are starting to get, and again, it's just the 60 minutes, so it's not really that big of a deal. And you're getting not really anything on the 4 hour. But let's just say at the 618, it did retrace to the upside and began a new wave, right, to see. All right, and got back up to that same area of resistance. There might be an extremely nice long position in time at the 9600 area, and we already know maybe X, A, B, C, D on the way down. But again, man, let's just see if this is, we're just theory crafting, because it's really, to me, as a swing trader, there's not opportunity on Bitcoin literally right now.
Bruh.
And there hasn't been.
I think you're a super cool bro, Husky. Kings.
Claudio, thanks for the $6.47, or the Ethereum Classic, which will replace money one day, right? Right, Claudio? Cloudy. Oh. Thanks, dude. Cheers, man. That's your signature. Ethereum Classic. Anytime I think about Ethereum Classic now, I just think, hey, it's Claudio. That's it, dude. If I see some news on it, Claudio. Boom. I see 888, Logan. Or 88 on the football field, it's just Logan, right? People just now, all of you, some of you anyway, whatever, have made it to where, like, there are numbers that I just think of you. And I can't help it. Okay, like at 444, I think of kills for a living. Y'all gonna learn Chinese, right? 58, anyways, probes. All right, anyway, so yeah, right here, dude. A little bit of bullish divergence at the golden retrace from the previous low to high. So maybe it very well could be a pivot point. And if it is, all right, maybe we're developing a larger harmonic. All right, that is extremely bullish. You know the Gartleys are, right? So if anything, like, you know, wishful thinking would be, I would like to see a Gartley develop, man, a bullish one. That'd be awesome. But again, it's like way too early right now. Way too freaking early to even know. Okay, this thing could just keep selling off and get back to these areas even faster. Okay, even with the divergence. All right, so don't get your hopes up, but that's what I'd be wanting to see if I was wanting to take a long on Bitcoin for a trade and not just talk about holding. All right. If you want, real quick, we'll shift on over to a daily time scale. Pretty clean. That's it. Hey, King Logan again, man. Thanks so much for the kind words in the chat, you know, from earlier. Dude, thank you, man. Yes, wise beyond your years. Amazing friend. Okay, so something that people aren't even talking about. Hold on.
Bruh.
Put up the wheel and spin for Rimlock, because why not?
Rimlock has to have a beer, right? Doesn't he have to have a beer with him? Matt? Antonucci, he's an Italian, he's a paisan. He came all the way over from Italy. Remember the story? We should, someone needs to make a clip of that. It was a beautiful story. It came from the old country. Thanks, dude, for the 8s. And, wow, holy crap, this is the first in a while. Mac Daddy, thanks for the 5 XRP via the XRP tip bot.
Bruh.
Holy crap. Yeah, we'll do that. Oops. Wow, Tidy Labs is still cookied. That's funny. Tidy Labs was for D Live. Like Streamlabs, but... Does he have a beer? I guess we can get him in debt. Whatever. I can do the full screen too, right? Okay, this is for Rimlog. Okay. Where this lands on Rimlock has to do. Oh, close one, Logan, man. Real close. All right, you have to drink, man. All right. Okay. Backfired. So, you know, what people aren't talking about, I think is pretty interesting. And of course, it may not be anything at all. But again, it should be at least noted. That's why we're here, right? To maybe note things that you didn't see. And I don't see everything. So sometimes you note me. But look at this 99.56 here. What is that? Right, you've seen it before. You've seen it as a resistance, a support, many times. Support before. Look no further than May of 2018. That's a very critical support, man. You're back down at it, and you're just testing it right now. You want to stay above it. I mean, if you break something, no matter how many times you've broken it before, right? You broke it, you never back tested it, and now you're finally back testing it. Or you broke it on September 2nd. So again, man, scuffed inverse head and shoulders connect, maybe. I mean, in the impulse down, it's like the leftish shoulder, the head, the rightish potential shoulder. Again, it's not, I mean, it's kind of erroneous right now, but you know, they always start out weird. I mean, they're not, it's not perfect at all, but it still, I think, might potentially have that psychology where it's just, you know, you make a low, you make the lower low, the lowest low, and then you rally, and then you eventually make a higher low, and it matches the low before the lowest low, which is exactly it right here. So, you know, it could always go down to 97.37, right, which is another candle, or just another part of the support zone, pretty large zone, a few $100, but you're just above all of it right now, which is fantastic. That's what you got to do, man. Those are springs. This is a back test of a spring, in a way. All right. So yeah, I mean, my mother of God, the people are so scared. It's like, dude, welcome to a neutral pattern. It's been going on for like, you know, been created 70 days. So, I mean, break the downside. Yeah, breaking the downside could be devastating. Breaking the upside could be extremely euphoric, man. You know, the measure moves like $4,200.
Is that a join?
Or something like that. From the high point to low point. Very large consolidation pattern. All right. And, you know, going back, and, you know, something I want to look at on the weekly, okay, is this RSI. All right. So when the bull run began for real, when it broke out above these, it was in a range for like 8 months, close to a year here. All right. When it really did break and began the bull trend, and then it started correcting within the bull trend that lasted for years, it never fell below 53 to 55, right, on the RSI, right? Every single time you corrected, it was we had a lot of corrections on the way up. And so, you know, in this situation, you're not even, I mean, you're still at like 57, 58. So, right, it's like, look, it was still in the range, couldn't really sustain prices above 50, but when it broke, it back tested. And I know it's weird to say back tested, but, you know, neutral 50, you know, below 50 is on the bearish side, above 50 is on the more bullish side, but, you know, between, I guess, 59 and 41 is that neutral territory. So, I don't know, man, it just was something that stuck out to me, and it's like, you know, you've just... I want to see in time, if this bull trend was to continue for real, you know, how would it correlate to that big 50 mark on the RSI, right, in the weekly. Look, it just looks like a huge pennant. Does it not look like just a straight up pennant? Not even a triangle on the weekly. Can anyone argue with that and say it doesn't look like a pennant? Like a perfect pennant now? Nearing its apex? Don't think anyone would argue. Okay, so hold above the, you know, the 10,000 mark. It's extremely important. All right. Let's see. Whoops. Holy crap. Why is this showing? Oh, maybe it's because of the 60 minute. That's it, dude. We don't even really have to look at the 4 hour on this one. You know, big old bunch of nothing has happened with altcoins for the most part today, right? Like Ethereum. No change. I mean, it's down $1.50. But really, man, like, look at this 3 days now. I mean, you know, whatever, indecision. I think that probably has to do with Bitcoin showing, Bitcoin's just flexing its dominance. Like, it's like, oh, if I want to go down, altcoins aren't going anywhere, right? Most of them anyway. So 2 days of indecision and a lower low than the previous low today than yesterday. So, but you did have a confirmed breakout. I mean, this is a confirmed breakout, not back tested or anything. And maybe you do back test it, which is down at 165, and that'd be almost like a triple bottom. But eventually in time, I think Ethereum, if the macro allowed it, Ethereum in time could see a target of 245 and 269, just a breakout of a falling wedge. Divergence and receding volume were also big players, and why it seems like there's a decent probability we could reach those areas in time. Okay. Oh, yeah, Neil. The ones I showed on the weekend and yesterday, another day of domination, right? 2 days in a row. Holy crap. A few of them are up 10% plus in the past 2 days. Doesn't get much better than that, man. It's like, maybe that's like inspiration for you to stop being obsessed with a crypto market that doesn't care about you, and oftentimes is so illiquid that it's very tough to swing trade. I mean, you just got to like spend your time like doing other things, working on other markets, while this one, you know, matures in its development. And again, like altcoins did mature. I think altcoins have been maturing in their development, some of them anyway. And then Bitcoin is, you know, again, like not really giving me any good signs of an awesome looking swing trade right now. But that's okay. That's why there are a billion charts, and that's why this stuff's universal. Look, we're in outer space, man. Golden mean ratio's out there somewhere, right? Golden mean ratio, man. Oh my god. Excuse me? Oh yeah. Let's get XRP. Excuse that, it's stupid. It's like really dumb. I don't know why. Alright, so you know, the downtrend you've been in since 22nd of June, well, that's where you pinnacled and it all began. The correction where you went from $146 all the way down to what? $62. And so, you know, you have broken to the upside, but you really, the chop here of this little diamond is what's preventing you from breaking to higher prices. There is some more chop right here from May that is playing as an active resistance right now. And no one ever said it was going to be easy to break. And it's just failed. Look, it failed. It tried again, it failed, and the impulse up. Now it's kind of like upsloping in consolidation a little bit. I mean, maybe someone could argue it's a broadening top. I don't know, man. It's a bunch of chop right now. All right, and like I was saying, it's potential double bottom, but I don't see in any way how it's really broken that neckline. It's actually below it right now, and we did discuss, like, you're gonna have that downsloping resistance play a role, and you're almost at it. 73.64 at this point, just $3 away. If you just kept going sideways, slightly upsloping, you'd hit it. But we do know, like, if say Bitcoin, like, good things happen for Bitcoin where like it broke to the upside and just wasn't really exploding up and killing these alts, right? And maybe the meta changed, you know, right? Which is like, you have to like theory craft in crypto because it's just so weird, because things just are like just changing, man. Infantile market. If that did happen, right, and things started going well for alts, where they started a little alt season, you could call it. This swing would break out of the downtrend it's been in for months now. And if it did, and say this was the bottom, you would just Fibonacci from the high point to low point to get your targets. And your targets on Litecoin, if that all happened, would be between $94.35 and $114.16, between the 382 and the 618 up there. All right, that's your Litecoin. Not much has changed, really, at all. Okay.
Bruh.
Just wanted to drop in and show you some support. Best TA on YouTube. Thank you, Mitch. Clinking beer mugs.
Marco Rivera, man. Thank you so much, man. The 1999 Super Chat. Thanks, dude. Really. Seriously. Dude, you were like... I'm so like grateful to have you, Marco, man. You just show like support like almost every day, man. You know, slow days, fast days, doesn't matter, man. Like, contributions you give are staple to the stream, dude. Thank you, man. All right, much love. And I hope Angel had a wonderful birthday. Okay, that too. Dude, I'm super sore. I started like working out again a little bit. Man, I don't know. That was probably my problem. Not working out enough. It was just like, dude, so I was in a good regiment earlier in the year. And then when Bitcoin started taking off, dude, it was like all of this stuff like consumed me. And so it made it so much more difficult to stay focused on like health and stuff. So I'm trying to do that in the slower time. What's up, Muddy Fun Star? Good to see you, man. It's your first time here? All right, so that is Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP. Look at it. Wait. You can guess, nothing's really happened at all. I mean, the Gartley did nothing, right? It did just about nothing, man. So it's, but the good news is, I guess, where there is tons of lack of demand, you are seeing at least some back test of an area you fell below. You fell out of it twice, and then you got back above it, then you back tested it. You back tested it like twice now. But the problem is, when you back test, normally you should be going, man. You should go, but you're not doing that. You're just rallying and nothing's happening, right? Just don't like the way, like, you know, XRP might look good on the daily, right? Hold on. Might look decent on the daily because of all the divergence. Yeah, like you've got the RSI and MACD bullish divergence now on XRP at very, very critical supports. Like, this is it, man. This is do or die time for XRP, man. It really is. Just at this tail end area. I think you fall below 25 cents, you'll see 15 cents real fast. You'd think maybe that won't happen. You'd think, hey man, these are the areas, right? Like, this is absolutely it. The lowest risk area for you know, a potential break to the upside in time. It really is. Bottom of a range. So the other chart, the secret weapon chart, is this one, getting closer and closer to the bottom of the upsloping channel with 1 and 2 on the top, 3 and 4-ish on the bottom. Here it is, man. It's like 24.2 cents going sideways. Like, you went sideways from when it climaxed December 2014, you know, it sold off and then just kind of went sideways for like 2 years. So there you go, man. And what I'm saying is, if you break where we are now, right, that 25 cent area, this is why I think we'll see 15 cents extremely fast if this doesn't hold, right? If the horizontal line support doesn't hold, look, this is where the next support is. If you don't hold 15 cents, we'll see you down real fast at 3 cents. That's legit how it works, man. It took probably a couple months max, if that, to go from not even 1 penny all the way up to 42 cents. All right. So therefore, you know, if things ever start coming down, you have to understand, like, there's twig and thatch, right? You know, we've talked about that before, where that's it, man. There's no support below 15 cents until 3 cents.
Thank you for all the looks recently. I'm deep dark green right now, courtesy of MGI. Can't wait for crypto world to catch up. How long I know chatting?
I don't know. Well, you know, the thing is, man, right? This is the tough part. And this takes like, I mean, this is deep community stuff, all right? Where it's like, though, yes, I own the channel. Yes, the channel's, or the whole community's name is like TA Mitch Ray or whatever. It's not all me, right? It's like, I literally delegate and I relinquish my own power and give it to other people. Because it's a check and balance. It makes it to where I can't do anything too stupid, and there's a group of people that have my best interest and the community's best interest in mind. They were the ones that chose to ban you, all right? And so, like, you can discuss with them in Discord or email or whatever, right? that's like, it's just something I don't handle. I don't handle it. If they strongly feel that you did something unscrupulous that could have hurt people, whatever, I stay out of it, man. I just completely do. All right, I just got other things to do. But man, thank you seriously for the 420. Is that a joint contribution? I really appreciate those. All right, so please just understand, like, don't attack me, or, you know, not saying you are, but some people do. Many people do. When they get banned here, and it's like, what? I didn't even know you existed. Not to you, but to other people. And they take it personal, and they take it on me, and it's like, I get it. So anyway. That's XRP, man. That is it. Those are the bigger ones, right? And yes, other altcoins exist, but I don't know. Maybe I should. I'm probably gonna engage with chat. I don't think anything's up over 1%. I mean, Litecoin's in the green today. BAT is somehow in the green. Not really. It's like break even today. Hasn't moved. Link hasn't really moved. But everything else is in the red for the most part. But not too much, right? Not like, oh, everything's down 5%. Zcash is down like nearly 5%. There aren't many more. Monero's down like 4.23%.
Is that a joke?
So I'm gonna look at chat real quick, say hi to y'all. That's what I do. I mean, welcome to it. Welcome to live streaming. If you didn't want me to engage with you, go watch cable or something. What's up, Stay-at-Home Kangs, man? XRP Gandhi. Dan Williams. There's Kang Logan himself. Thanks again, man. Pep Talk. TR Fun Guy. J Rod.
Bruh.
Thanks for the $1.99 super chat. The XRP in the jar. What's up, Free Inspection Maryland? Richard Karan. PG Beats. Roll Boss. Cigars and Politics. Interesting name. Crypto 420's here. He loves the tune. Yeah, dude. I started that stream, man. That's Johnny M in the mix. I'd never heard this before, but I started hearing. I'm like, okay, this is it. This is what I'll start the stream with. He's got so much good music, man. PG, I'm doing well, man. Doing well. Thanks for asking, especially the day on the stock market. Oh my God, so good. AT&T. Holy crap, dude. Yes. It just doesn't get much better, like than today for the market. Like for, you know, individual stocks picked based on technical analysis. You know, it's good. What's up, Craig N? Hey, Julia. James Glenn here. Remlog, did you have your beer ready? Oh, there's Dolphin 134. Figure it out. Little bruises, Dolphin. Okay. Hey, Mac Daddy, thanks again for that XRP. You know, you can tip me an XRP on stream or on OneUpCoin, like in the links in the description. You can tip me an XRP now, and it shows up. So, but it's bugged out. It'll say if you tip me 20 XRP, it'll say you tip me $20. I guess they're projecting that XRP will be worth $1 one day. Okay. Hey, Young Love, LSD Billy, Julian Soto. Yeah, Neil, we're going to look at all those stocks today. Okay, for sure. We're going to look at some alts first, just see how they're coming back down. You know, like EOS, for instance, was doing really well. It was actually in the green today, officially, like today. It was like last night, maybe just a few hours after close, it just pulled back. You know, it's down nearly 3% now on this day. We'll look at those. Yeah, Brian, Reichner, double top on Centos. Yeah, dude, I saw that. You posted that for sure. Did we ever look at that? Maybe double top? Probably, right? Like on stream. What's up, Remy, dude? Fake triangles everywhere, guy gamer. Exactly. Whatever, man. There's Todd Mullis. He's here. Yeah, good to see all y'all. Seriously, thank you. Sometimes I just spend time like just reading chat. Soon, if there's any good questions or anything like that, it's good, man. Y'all are part of this show. Y'all help make up the content with questions and interaction and stuff. Okay. What's up, Timbo Time? Nothing likes to rally when Bitcoin's falling. Yeah, that's why it's good to look at other markets and not be completely obsessed and consumed by the most inefficient market to trade. Yes, I agree. MB's coming in from Bangkok. Oh, dude, thanks for chiming in, man, and watching from around the world. ATVI getting so close to 382 again. Yeah, hype. Yeah, we'll look at that one too. A lot of going, man. TripAdvisor, let's go. Can I hear the music? Is it too quiet? Seems like it might be a little too quiet on my side. Just tell me. Someone just let me know. All right, so let's just real quick move on over to ADA just for a minute. Look at the daily. So look what happened, man. It was like you were breaking out. You were freaking breaking out, man. And then you weren't. And the daily is important, right? Daily candle close confirmation where, look, you were out, man. Dead to rights, 4.8.45 cents. And now you're not. What a fake out. All right, this is why waiting for candle close confirmation is important. But you can take it further than that. You can, right, remember, candle close confirmation for a breakout, mandatory. You know, it's got to happen for the breakout, right? That's a form of confirmation, the candle close itself. But then you can get a breakout and then a back test. And that's a strong form of confirmation. But not your strongest. Your strongest form of confirmation is the break, hook, and go. You all know about it if you watch the stream, where you break out, then you back test the resistance, the old resistance as support, and then on the next few candles, you bullishly engulf. Okay, so there's confirmation, and then there's really confirmation, right? And this didn't even get the weakest form of confirmation, which is just a candle close on the breakout, all right? So sorry, 88, just not yet. And it's not gonna happen if Bitcoin dumps. Like, there's an extremely high chance every single trade setup on altcoins that have been developing for almost 8 to 10 months will fail if Bitcoin dumps, all right? So just be mindful of that. It's a crappy variable you have to keep in mind, but it's kind of like, major indices on the stock market looking at individual stocks, right? Difference is there's fundamental, value that back up the stock market and this individual assets versus here, there's no fundamental
Love the show,
value.
man. Wish I could donate more.
Russell Pruitt, man. Dude, thanks for the $2 of Bitcoin, man. It's all good, dudes. Contribution is contribution, all right? Could be a million, could be one. Dude, I'm grateful either way, all right, man? Thank you, dude. Thank you for watching. And it's really like, contribution side, man. It's like this stream is, I try to have fun, all right, with it. But a lot of this content can be really dry and boring for some. It's in a lot of ways sometimes like a classroom setting where who likes that? Now the music's going, that's good. The stars in the background, that's good. I try to use memes to help you understand things. Relational education's good. But again, it's not like I'm chugging, grape soda out of a German boot or something, right? It's not like, I'm doing something stupid or like goofy or pranking people, right? Which is real easy to get views on that. So I'm, thank you for watching, because I don't know, man. I think the older you get, the older everyone gets, the more they realize your free time gets limited, and you can use that free time to veg out and do nothing, or you can use that free time to invest in yourself and get better. And I've just gotten to a point where it's like, what's even the point of life anymore besides getting better? Right? Like, just sitting there, like, not getting better, just, I don't know, man. It's like every day I get older, I just keep feeling like, man, stagnating, it's just not the way to do it, man. It's not life, not the life to live. All right, so anyway, ADA, false breakout. Sorry. Let's go to EOS. Okay. The divergence, right? And then, you know, just a red candle. Looks like you're kind of engulfing right now a little bit. And hasn't even hit the 23% retrace. So we really don't even know if this high point to low point's valid. Remember, it needs to get closer. It needs to get closer to $4.30 or so. And it's not, you know, 375. So maybe it's just the beginning. But again, if Bitcoin dumps, there's nothing EOS or any of these altcoins can do. They're going to get destroyed if Bitcoin gets destroyed. All right. Very illiquid market. Very new. Very inefficient. Oh, what, Seb? No, thank you, man. I'm getting high on Irwin coffee. All right. What's up, Retrace and Go? If this was, though, the actual swing low, say like we were given inside information, and yes, it was it. You know, your common retrace levels between 521, 654. Those are targets on a breakout of just a Momo shift, right? You see the break? All right. So Captain Happy says the trick is you have to inspect the coins if they have any real value or not. See, even if it's like got value, right? It has like a use case or something like that. The market's still probably not going to perceive it that way. Right? What if VeChain is for real, right? Like it doesn't matter. It's not going to make you money right now. You know, you can sit and hold it and dollar cost average into it, and it's your speculative bet. You know, it's definitely a bet. But again, man, it's not going to help you make any money in any period of time. Any like given amount of time, right? Who knows how long it could take for them to turn around and people to actually see or perceive their value to be what it is. So a lot of times it really doesn't have to do in this market. A lot of it doesn't have to do with any real value or not, because it's perception, not what reality is. Perception is reality, really. You know, things can be considered undervalued or overvalued, but like there's nothing preventing something from staying undervalued forever. There's nothing preventing something from being overvalued forever. It can stay that way. Sure, Crypto 420, we'll look at that. Yeah, we'll get into the stocks, man, for sure. Timbo Tom says money will come and go, but your time will never be replaced. Exactly, dude. And as we discussed in previous live streams kind of recently, like, yeah, man, the older you get, I mean, the less free time you have. And it's like, imagine having kids and a wife and responsibilities. You know, you work in that 9 to 5, man. Like, how little time do you really have to yourself to get better? You don't. And most people decide to just defer to getting better just so they can veg out because they've had to work so hard with other responsibilities all day, right? So buy one. Text code limited. Hello? US hold us on Bitcoin dumped early. I wouldn't even call what Bitcoin did a dump, man. Like $200 on an asset that's over $10,000 is not even a dump. It's just a move down. So, yeah, you think EOS is going to survive a Bitcoin dumps $1,200 in 6 hours, 8 hours? No. What's up, Crypto Kara? J-Rod, thanks for the 199 again, dude. A music playlist. It's just Johnny M. I'll post this one's really good, man. This is from this year. It's the Deep Sunset mix. It's Deep House Lounge, you know, the genre, man. And when people hear this music, they think, oh yeah, this is like Mitch Ray TA, right? Like Dr. Disrespect, he's got like retro wave music, synth wave that we play on 80s night. That's like his brand, right? Synonymous with his brand. Crypto Soldier, you're a soldier, dad, husband, thank you for your service, etc. You do this in lieu of sleep. There you go, man. Sleep when you're dead, Kappa. But you know, it's important to get sleep too. And you know, it's just 24 hours in a day. Roll boss, tell us more about it, man. Seriously, let us know about your weirdest guy ever job interview. XRP Gandhi. 3 kids, a wife, works a night shift, very tough. Yeah, dude. And so it's just like, you know, there are many people in this exact same situation, but you know what's different is like you decide in your very small amount of time to try and invest in yourself, where others just say screw it, I'm content with this life. And you have to ask, like, are you happy with your life completely? Is there anything better you could do, provide more for your child or your kids or wife, or vice versa for your husband? If there is, then being complacent is not what you want, right? Thanks, Surge, dude. Lori, they sound like they don't like you, Kappa. What's up, freaking Mini Mitch?
Bruh.
What happened, Crypto 420? Thanks, Remy, man. All right, we're gonna switch it up a little bit.
Hype in the chat for Gerard.
Hype. Hype in the chat. Hype in the chat for J-Rod and Alex. Thanks. Thank you. He told you all his personal problems and problems of his employees. Ooh. Dang, dude. Red flags, man. Alright. Red flags. See, a level 3 leader knows, no level 3 leader is going to tell you all that stuff. Eventually, maybe you'll know all that stuff from a good leader, because they do connect with their employees, right? On a personal level. Relationship building. But again, that's like, he went way too far. I don't even know. That sounds like red flags, dude. Thank you, Mr. Gandhi, man. Oh, you have a job interview tomorrow. Well, good luck, Crypto 420. Why you be looking like that? Why you like the emotes? Don't be like that, dude. Chipmunk voice? I don't know, man. See, even the concert hall one, the echo I have, I don't like it. It's too echoey. No one can understand me. I have to create my own variation, probably. There's one called Jellyfish. I thought about Phil Centura. I thought it was hilarious when he did that. Greg, man. I just showed up. Did you do that earlier? Oh, there's Supervillain one. There's Ogre, Heroic.
This one's called Heroic Man. Do you believe in Bitcoin? Will Bitcoin rise?
Oh, dude, we could have fun all night, all day with this one, okay? So, let's go to ICX, down nearly 3% today. The very illiquid S coin that's range bound, but it's near the bottom of the range, right? It just couldn't muster any demand yet. Big old nothing. But a slightly higher low, but where's the rally then, you know? Yeah, there was some divergence here, I guess. It was on the 4-hour, though. I don't know why that's there.
The voice synthesizer is the best. You should sing a Drake song.
Yeah, but then I'll get copyright strike. The stream will get taken down, dude. I can't. The algos they won't be able to decipher the difference between Drake and me or something, man, right? I think that's how it goes. Thank you, High Desert Guard, man. Good to see you again, bruh. Yes, the Urkanji, Julia. That one's amazing, is it? It sucks, though. I think you can only set like 4 hotkeys. Yeah, like you can only do 4 voice hotkeys. It doesn't make sense at a time. Spencer, dude, thanks for the 2 super chat, man. Okay, that was XRP. Sweet, dude. Thank you. Yeah, you can definitely edit the settings. Blessed one be. I'll just have to test it. All right. So, I don't know, man. With this one, I don't know. We're just looking at S coins, right? Putting in the S coin work. And simply put, you might be double bottoming here on a higher low. And again, like it's really simple, like really freaking simple here. How one could trade this. Let's just say this isn't ICX on the crypto market. Let's just say this is some currency. Let's just say this is some stock, you know, that has over 1 million volume traded every day, 10-day average. Super simple, man. Like it's like the most simple trade in the world. And you can be pretty loose just in case there's that false breakout or so. I mean, it's that easy. And if you wanted, one could just from their high point to low point, maybe get a 786, take profit there, and then also at the top of the range. That's it, man. That's the way you're looking at it. When ranges are created, man, ice lines, and you hold these ice lines, and then you sell off again. I mean, these are lower risk areas. But I don't know. It's again, it's ICX. So, I don't know. Not many people trading this. Based on the way the candles look, they look just like terrible. Started from 3K, now we here. That's it, dude. There is a Darth Vader voice, but it doesn't really sound much like Darth Vader.
I am your father. You know it to be true. Chance. Use the power of the dark sides, or you will be destroyed, man.
Alright, see, there's Darth Vader. There it is. Okay, that was...
Is that a joint?
Really delayed, man.
Thanks for the stream. Mitch, looked at BTC recently?
Yeah, kind of. Think. That's still filling a gap. We're about to fill that gap, right? Greg Morgan, 1941 Connect. As you can see, well, I mean, close enough, right? The wick to wick, but candle close is 1173. But regardless, from wick to wick, yeah, it's kind of filling the gap in space. But normally a candle close to candle close gap fill is like the strongest. So people could argue though, yeah, gap fill. Good news on that, I guess, right? Other than that, cup with handle, man. Cup with handle. I mean, could be. Look, dude, you're retracing. $382, holding the 382 again. You're right. You're literally touching it. $12.09. Is it 12.05? All right, you fell below it. Now you're back testing it with a little gap fill. And that's about it, right? You know how deep you can retrace and it not be weird. And it could be anywhere between $8.88, let's just say that for King Logan, and $12.09, right? So it's at the beginning of the golden zone, and it's been there a lot, right? Many different times. Can you believe in it? So, that being said, on the daily, it's like you got a low on price. It's just, it's kind of odd, right? Where it's like this low, about the same low, maybe even a lower low, right? Lower levels of negative momentum, but it's not really that clear. But you can see, right? Just kind of like this. That's there. RSI not really getting any kind of luxury there of divergence. Just keep selling off on lower prices. All right, so if you look left, you've kind of fallen below critical support, haven't you? Yeah, you're kind of below it for sure. 1229, but barely. Let's see the follow through price action if you can get it. I mean, mother of God, look, you want to see something insane, dude? Look on GBTC, the volume. Are you freaking kidding? Like, look at that. It's almost inexistent. The move's coming. The move is freaking coming for this asset. You will get a huge red candle or green candle of volume soon. It's almost gone. It's almost like there's no more. But that makes sense when you look at the Bitcoin futures chart. Why would the move be coming soon? Because you are now at a point where you're getting closer and closer to that upsloping support of the equidistant channel, and you just failed once more for pretty much the fourth time. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. I mean, you created it, of course, but you get what I'm saying. And that is why, you're probably seeing on GBC like the calm before the storm, because there's nowhere else to go, man. Like, you are out of room. You're hitting a pseudo apex incoming right here, right there. So which way is it going to break, chat? Is it going to just break down and continue this downtrend, or is it going to break to the upside and continue what it's done before? 70 days or so in a correction. And maybe, just maybe, look, you're beginning on this daily, you're beginning to show negative Momo again. So what if you sell off some more and then you make even lower levels of negative momentum for the third or second time, right after the big dump or big spike in negative Momo, right? Does that help, man? Sweet, Greg Morgan. Good to hear. Very good. It's gonna break to the left, Young Love. I don't think it can do that, man. But I think maybe it could in some other country, right? Imagine reading charts right to left. How crazy would that be? You shouldn't say, LSD Billy, you're doing it wrong, right? You have an attitude that is, you're kind of mad. So you're experiencing emotions of an asset that doesn't have hearts. It doesn't have a heart or feelings or a soul. It's just an asset that can go up or down. And so, yeah, lack of volatility sucks, but that's why there are other markets that have been around extremely longer than crypto. And that's why you explore not just crypto, but also Forex and stocks for opportunities. Because there's always going to be opportunity out there if you look at all three markets. Not if you just look at one, you're going to be... I mean, that's like just being a crypto trader, I think, is like tying two hands behind your back and having an eye patch on. It's just like, what do you... Like, that's it, dude. Anyway, Neo's down 3%. Sorry. All the divergence couldn't save you, man. You're going nowhere, right? So there's always a chance it could sell off even more. All right, say it's in the downtrend. If it breaks this 833 area, very important support, right? You can see it. If you break that, there's more downside potential. Look, 1414, 1618 is the max this pattern could go. This is it right here. Can't go any lower than this. That's it, dude. All right, so maybe that's it. But that's the only thing I hate about the butterfly. The butterfly pattern is a vast PCZ. It's not like a Cypher or a Gartley or even a crab. A crab that is very similar to this, where you can only have a 1618 for a valid crab. Deep crab, they call it. Looming recession. Well, I mean, like, dude, that's bad for long-term investments for like a year or two. But if you're talking about, look, you have a retirement account, like 401k, all that, then you have like brokerage accounts, right? And if there's a recession coming, it's not going to happen overnight. A recession is not an event. Recession is a process, and takes, again, like a year or more to play out the whole way. and they are natural parts of market cycles. Anyway. God, I hope I don't have on the voice thing still. Thank God. Should I do, what's going on, man?
Should I do technical analysis on an asset with this on, man? Can you understand what I'm saying to you right now?
I just want. Oh crap, so I was reading up a little bit what y'all were saying. Sounds more like Kylo Ren. Oh yeah, it should be the Kylo Ren then. What's up, Opium Fish? You should meet the other Crypto Fish. Y'all should go on a fish friend date. All right. You've been watching every single episode since 660. Keep rocking. Oh wow, man. Are you newer to the community? Awesome, man. Thank you. Don't get many new subs these days, and it's not a bad thing. It's just reality. Okay. But it's always good to see like newer viewers, even in market conditions like this, where it shows like, hey man, there are people that actually genuinely still care about investing in themselves and learning about technical analysis when there's no mass euphoria on the least efficient market. No, you just don't know, man. Cabo. Alright, sorry. So I guess we can switch it over a little bit to some stocks, maybe. Whatever. Plenty of fish. Yeah, y'all should go on Plenty of Fish together and go fishing or something, dude. I don't even know anymore. I'm on the IPAs. Nah, dude. I've been drinking since Saturday. I've been keeping it tame past since, you know, like besides Vegas, man. Like, yeah, I've been keeping it really tame, like once, twice a week type stuff. Get the Kylo Ren mask instead of Star-Lord, Randy? What? You can't just change your mind like that, dude. You were Star-Lord forever, dude. Okay, let's just get started off with Activision. Big bullish engulfing candle today. Now, you know, bullish engulfing candle up here, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, maybe there will be follow through on this. That'd be great. But, you know, it's a swing trade. Whatever, dude. You're not worried about it, especially on a daily time scale. You just let it roll, man. Let it roll. It's now finally overbought. Overbought for the first time since September of 2018. 72.16 on the RSI. And it's been a while, man. Last time you were actually this overbought was in June of 2018.
Bruh.
How much of a scrub will I be if asked to take a look at GameStop?
No, I ended up 10% or something yesterday. Stay at home King, or was that? Stray at home Kang. That's what it is. Thank you, dude. Of course, we can look at GME, man. Why not? Yeah, right. Moss Drummer, dude. I wouldn't count on it, man. He's mysterious in his ways. Anyway, I mean, you can't say you weren't warned. The Momo shift, man. Yeah, approaching that 57.10 mark, the first area where you could see a reversal, is so much of a reversal that you could sell off and come back test 51 bucks before rallying again to higher prices, and that can take time, take a week or two. So just know where we are. It's wonderful, man. Wonderful freaking recovery, and it all started, in my opinion, with a bullish cipher pattern. Bullish cipher. It has ushered in much higher prices, 41 bucks to $56, man. No joke. Sure, Michael. Tony Keith, I knew it, man. I freaking knew it.
Bruh.
Good job.
Tony Keith tipped $59.58. Good bet, son. Cause will put a boot in their ass. It's the Sooner way. Sooner Boomer.
Sooner Boomer. Shouldn't it be the Suber Boober? Because Tony Keith. Or Boober Suber. Type in the chat for Tony Keith. He's here. You want to know the context? I made a bet and posted it to him because Tony Keith's friend played football at UCLA, and Oklahoma's playing UCLA again this year at UCLA, and I took Oklahoma in my teaser. So I don't know what happened. I said Toby Keith, and it autocorrected to Tony Keith, and I sent it, and now it's going to be a meme probably forever now. Now that's how memes are made. Autocorrect really can help usher them in. So yeah, he's Tony Keith's a little bit more communist Russian than Toby Keith. Russian boy, Russian girl, right? What is that? Whatever the song is. Can't remember. Julian, I'm not sure if... see, look, man. We try to make sense of the charts, the reasoning. Say it does break to the downside. Are you going to say, that's why it broke down? When in fact, there's a good chance it might have had nothing to do with that variable you just brought up. The chatter. It could have just been we broke out of a neutral pattern that we had been developing for over 2 months. I think that's good enough a reason for me. But, you know, it's just weird, man, the way the macro is starting to shift again, where it's like some hedge fund managers talking about so there could be one last huge boom for the stock market before the crash. But then other asset managers are talking about, you know, they've been wary on stocks since May. So it's just like so many mixed ideas out there, even from the geniuses that handle billions of dollars. Thanks, Rita Manite. Okay. I like pull up MoneyGram on the big screen because it's just the channel was insane. I continued, baby. Continued its rally past the 236 now. It's killing it, dude. It's freaking killing it. Yep, got as high today as 592 for pulling back.
Sorry,
Bruh.
I just in more than $2.
Ritmanite, thanks for the freaking $12 super chat total. All right, thank you. Really, really appreciate that, Kingsman. We'll look at it. So MoneyGram, yep. That's great news, man. Just exceeding the 236 like that, no big deal. Your issue just, I think, is anytime you get this overbought, there's always a point where the reversal can happen, and it can happen in a day or two. 85.73. That's pretty crazy even for crypto. On a daily time scale, man, we haven't seen prices this or relative strength this high since March of 2017. March of 2017 was on the gap up. Man, you went a little bit higher, but that's the 618. That was the golden retrace from your previous high to low, 62% retrace, and then dumped there. So haven't quite gotten there yet. But I mean, look, on the way up, you know, like after you broke out, you know, you got overbought, and then you sold off a little bit, and then you got overbought again, right? So just because you're overbought doesn't mean that you can't. The trend's over, right? It's just an oscillator that sometimes you pull back, you get out of overbought territory, then you run again. So again, the targets for this still, I mean, you hit the measured move of the range today. So conservative target hit today. But if you're talking about the breakout of the structure, Fibonacci, you're looking between 774 and 1161 before you might see a major reversal to the downside again. All right. Good stuff on MoneyGram.
Bruh.
Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. Should have gone to the other one first. My bad, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, we hit the 1272. You did it, man. Oh, excuse me. All right. This is GameStop. GameStop Connect. Let me get rid of these. Should I get rid of these? Yeah, get rid of that. What's the point? Yeah, screw them all. Okay, so what happened on this asset, GameStop, from your low from July 12th to your high, November 2013? Got fib extensions and have had these. And the fib extensions, the 1272 was confluent with what? All-time lows. January of 2003. And you actually made official all-time lows late August. Yes. But when you did that, you did not stay below that area. Using a Bruins, man, let's go. Ultra Instinct, baby. Ultra Instinct, baby.
UCLA Bruins tip $96.96. The Sooners shall meet the gutty little Bruins final form. Rip.
Bruh.
We'll see your freshman and sophomore quarterbacks. We shall see. I'm more concerned about the Bruins that are spelled with the... Oh, okay. The W, get it, Bruins. I'll tell you, if they I'm not looking for, OU to blow them out, but I am looking for them to win by 13.5. Okay, so holy crap, it's interesting. I don't know. We could have had the Bruins in the jar. Remember, it's like the 23-59 variation, right? But yeah, you want to go Ultra Instinct? Hey, I'm down with that too, man. Much love. Seriously, dude. Gangs. Whew. So, you fell out of the channel you've been in forever, right? And so, you're still out of it. So, let's see if you can get back inside of it at 551. But you went from oversold tremendously to almost overbought in like less than a month. I'll tell you this, on the oscillators, of course, you were to some degree diverging, right? Like low, lower, low, divergence, right? Low, lower, low, divergence, man. You diverged. You were diverging at a 1272 at all-time lows. So one could always expect some sort of pop to the upside there, or not expect, but there is a higher probability it could occur, but it has gone nowhere. Wishful thinking here would just be a gap fill at 740 if market participants wanted to, all right, to do that. It's up there. But either way, man, you fell out of a channel, and you're still out of it. So, I don't know, man, GameStop. We know fundamentally it's... Rimlog!
Bruh.
Rimlog tip $25. Boo Chip Kelly boo oh.
Yeah, dude, boo him. Well, I mean, why are you booing Chip Kelly? I mean, you're Beaver, man. And Chip Kelly was at Oregon, your rival. Well, I guess you would still boo him. Yeah, that'd be like me not booing Malzahn if he went somewhere else. That's true, man. Okay, I get you. Thanks for the 25 and the attempt on my life. Whew. You never know when it can happen, man. We've seen it one shot, one kills like a multitude of times, right? On those chug variations. Yep. Wayne Batson might get a boost when you dump the rest of your games on them. No, because I don't know. No one's gonna buy him, right?
KT Hearts Bruin fans tip $23.58. Let's get a little Bruin emoji in there for luck.
Why is it Katie loves Bruin fans? Guess she's never gonna love me then. Bree. Thanks, Katie. Hearts Bruin fans for the 23 video. It's there, man. It's there to stay. The Bruins. If how about this? Sorry. If I don't cover that part of the teaser, I'll try to get Shaylin to make like a UCLA graphic, you know, moving emoji of like UCLA where it says like UCLA. It may not be the bear logo like that one because I don't think you can do that. It's just too much, right? I'll try to get him to do something if Oklahoma doesn't cover -13.5. Okay. If they do, we won't do it. But if I lose my bet because of us, UCLA, we'll do it, man. Okay. That's the deal. Clip this. Whew. Thanks, brother, man, for the 2358. S&P 500's got bearish divergence in the weekly and the monthly. Yeah, we can look at this. Some people, we got to look at INSG first. Oh, we looked at this before. Oh, it looks like it was up thrusting. Oh. Oh, yeah. That's the way we had it before. I don't remember the last time we looked at it. But, you know, from the high point to low point, here, you reached a 70% retrace.
Bruh.
Is that a joint?
Not enough leaves in the jar.
Those leafs just knocked out some cryptos, man. The marijuanas. Thank you, dude. Thank you, Elon. What's up, Sam? Thanks for the sub. Say something in chat, dude. Ripman, yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you again for the contribution. Kingsman. Holy crap. We lit.
Bruh.
Mitch's
Yeah.
eyes tipped $23.58. Ha 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 on your eyes when that tip came in. Katie is a UT alum. So, she eternally hates the Sooners.
So that means she's going for UCLA, and that's why she loves Bruins. I get it. I get it now, right? Maybe something like that. Now we have 2 Bruins in the jar. Oh boy. I'm glad Billy Langford never pressured me into making an OU tip for the jar. Whew. Mythway. Always that one. Thank you, dude. Yeah, whatever, man. Never gonna happen, dude. It's just the world we live in is too weird. It's not gonna happen, dude. The dream.
Does reverse head and shoulders mean anything on the MACD? Looking from 821 to present on BTC.
Nah. Patterns. Especially on the map. Like, nah, dude. Patterns, no. Now, convergence divergence is something. And I guess a head and shoulders or something. Inverse head and shoulders, if you had higher prices, that means it's just bullish convergence. So, no, I would not ever really be looking at your oscillators for patterns. I don't think, I mean, I just work on learning how to literally read convergence, divergence, and hidden divergence. That's all you need to know, right? Oscillator can help us, and then there are times where it really can't help us. Like, there are literally times where it's like, oh, it's not telling us much of anything. Okay, fine. So we move on to the next chart. Keep scanning those charts. Look for those opportunities. All right, man. Thank you, Randy, for the 5. So look, man, it was like this range. I was kind of like, you know, the height of it. You held it. You held it. You just couldn't hold above it. And now you're breaking back above it, man. Beautiful. Descending broadening wedge.
Usually have to listen when I drive to work. Glad to be able to catch a live stream. You make a difference in people's lives, Ray. The best TA on YouTube, and it's not even close. Cheers, brother.
Jason, man, dude, thanks so much for the 690. I don't know about that, man. That's not even what it's about, man. Not even trying to. I'm just trying to do is, yeah. I'm doing all I can do, man, and that's enough. Okay, so some would argue and say that's not even close to being true, but good thing we don't have to worry about that, right? Thank you, man. Very kind words. Kings, dude. Kings. So a descending broadening wedge, man. I don't know. You getting back above this is so good. 440. Good God. Gotta love it. But I think until you break 535, it's not a breakout. This is just some sort of consolidation pattern you're getting. All right. You never quite hit a 50% retrace. So, I mean, you hit the golden zone, deep within the golden zone. It looks like you bounced off supports, right, from 2016, 2014, 2012. That's where you bounced, man. There was not any daily divergence at all. So this bounce is great, resounding, but just ebb and flow. And you probably, if you're looking at it zoomed in, probably had a nice fib extension or something, right? Could just be too. Look, I don't even know if it's deep enough. Probably not. You know, X, A, B, C, D, right? 786. Look, lower highs, so it might just make another lower high to 786, 886 before selling off again. But you could have looked at it like this, like low point to high point. Hit the 1414. At the 1414, it Class C divergence a little bit, but man, I don't know if that's strong enough. You know, look at this nice. It wasn't a bullish engulfing either. It was just some sort of harami, and yeah, nice, very nice to see. But you know, zoomed out, I don't really know what to tell you. It's not really giving me any. Hey man, this is a great trade setup or something. Like if I see something that's developing, okay. You know, if you ever broke out of this, it's not a very steep descending riding wedge. To measure move, the pattern's only at like $6, but that's a long way to go. Remember, like if you're talking about low risk, high reward opportunities, look here, man. Right? If it's down to like 130, 150, and you're at 477, that's not a low risk area for long, is it? No, it's not. I mean, all this thing looks just like it's. Right. Oh yeah, look back here, right? So if you're ever looking for, you know, long opportunities, down here. Short opportunities probably in these areas up here. So yeah, man. I just see a descending broadening wedge, but I don't really see any kind of like
420 on the dot. Can I get a brew SO?
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
like that. SO. Shout out. Okay, shout out to the bruh. Thank you, Timbo Time, for the 5. Yeah, it is 420 on the West Coast. I'm sure many people are partaking in their festivities of that. Thank you, man, for the reminder. Whew. Holy crap. Been live now for 1 hour and 20 minutes. If you're enjoying the live stream, please hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks for the 524 people watching right now. Hey, thanks so much for Streamlabs continuously hijacking the title or the description of my stream. So tired of it. I wish there was a way to. I'm gonna Google. I'm actually gonna research how to fix that. I don't know if I can. Restream did it all the time. Give me a sec, man. Saving. Saved. Fantastic. We did it, man. What happened, Rimlog, man? I'm blind, Rimlog, man? What happened, dude? What's up, Tom Crown? Good to see you, dudes. Yeah, like Spike Connect? Sure. That'd be cool. Alright, so let's, since we got through them. 3 devices streaming 88.8 FM in stereo, echo through the house. Yeah?
Money's for the tip jar, hype the chat.
Bruh.
Cans, clinking beer mugs.
Marco, unfortunately, what just happened was it said the tip jar, but then like one bat went in and then it knocked the one bat out. Right, dude? Tricky. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Here is the S&P 500, the SPX. Clean chart, nothing here. But there is something on the daily where you've made a high on price, made a higher high on price. You were diverging. The divergence played out, it seems, right? And now you're rallying again. Positive Momo's building. So the divergence, triple MACD or triple RSI divergence has not, you can't say that yet. I think it played out. If it was to go higher and it was going to be even lower levels of relative strength, then once it's higher once it's at all-time highs, then we can talk about divergence. Okay, more divergence. Just remember, man. Yeah, this is stuff we had talked about before that dump.
Bruh.
Would this be 3 black crows on BTC daily? Need to make sure many rubles are safe.
But check it out, learning CCCP Connect, or CCC Connect. It did say that, Connect. 3 black crows. No, because like, you remember how these reversal patterns start, right? It's like, they have to be like the one, right? The first of the black crows needs to be at the bottom. So it's like, someone was like, is this 3 white soldiers? I think someone asked about this. Like, no, I don't think so, because it needs to be the one, right? And they need to be proportionate in size, right? Like that, it having the same candle size as the previous 2 would be good, but it also needed to start right here, 1, 2, 3. So I can't say 3 black crows as a reversal, but definitely a lower candle high close than that previous high from August 2019. So, you know, look, it's like, just like you couldn't break above 11K, right? You pretty much went up and touched it with the wick, and now you're back down to critical supports. A look left, right? This is so important right here, right? 10K? 10K. You've bounced off of it so far, but that's all you've done. You bounced, but it hasn't been resounding, hasn't been insane. Staying above this, though, is so important. It's really between 9,700 and 9,950. Big deal, man. Breaking below that with any kind of fall through price action, very, very bad. Scuffed inverse head and shoulders connect. Just kidding. But you could almost imagine now, right, where it's like, let's say it did sell off and get back down to like 9,100. If it go down to 9,100, I mean, maybe, just maybe, that's how you might get some, you know, like divergence or something, right? Where it's like it sells off and then barely has any negative Momo, right? And you get lower prices or the same prices with lower levels of negative Momo, maybe. But yeah, just been still making lower highs. No change there. It's holding on in this range, right? The range you can see. Okay. Probes connect, CCCP. Panet. Or something. Tain't it.
Bruh.
Yeah, sure, Bradford. We can put that there. We can look at that too. Yeah, Bradford went short on MSI because it was showing stupid, like everything. It was like just screaming, right? Like some of these long positions were screaming at us, like, it's gonna dump, and I'm showing you why. The market was telling us that, right? So RSI daily, meh, right? So not yet, but yes, if it does, certainly looks like it could be setting up for that. Let's go to the weekly. Yeah, weekly's terrible on the MACD anyway. You make a high, you make the all-time highs, and the negative Momo is waning. You don't even have positive momentum yet on this attempted rally. So maybe, right? I see what you're saying, man. I really, really do. I think it's just kind of like an upsloping flag of some sort, right? This is the way I've had it forever now. like, you know, like zoomed in on like the 4 hour and stuff. So yeah, man, it's just like, of course, that's really, you know, impulse, and then this is your consolidation, which is really not, right? What is it for real now? It's different now. It's actually a wedge. Now, it's not valid to get a fifth touch point, but still, upsloping, converging trend lines. Can't argue with this. Developing on a weekly freaking time scale, man. Look out. Yeah, but what does that tell you? That means like, hey, maybe if you want some more daily divergence, yeah, you could run up to test 3080 and make slightly higher highs on all-time highs, right? Interesting development on the freaking, even weekly you can see this wedge occurring or starting to, again, develop. It's like a hurricane, man. All right, you see it? Wow. Go to daily, but it's even prettier. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful on the daily. So very early in development. Look how much room there is. So this could, again, go one more time, or it could fail. Test this a little bit more before breaking out bearishly. But yeah, for sure, man. Okay. There's your S&P. Take heed of it. Yeah, it was double topping, then ran it one more time to up thrust, then to dump, right? To maybe stop out people at 182. Yeah, dude, beautiful. And you gotta love how look at this, Bradford. Wow, on MSI, look where it is. Look where it's stopped.
Bruh.
Was surfing TRD. View, ran into ABG. Thoughts?
Oh, I got you. You're saying you were serving TradingView. Lutza, thank you, Lutza, man, for the elite contribution. The Neo Connect in the jar. Holy crap. ABG.
Asbury.
Automotive Group. I don't know. There's like a school church around here called Asbury, and everyone used to make fun of it. It was like not a big deal, but it was like everyone just see.
Asbury. Are you into Asbury? Okay, man.
Sorry. Good God. Wow, Asbury. Well, those aren't really what we care about too much, right? When, you know, you're looking for things before they're cool. This is a inverse Matthew McConaughey asset, right? Where it's cool. It's really cool. It just hit $100 for the first time in history. So, yeah. And it broke some channel of some sort, right? We'll look at it. We'll look at it deeper in a sec. Just wanted to look at this, where I had it like this before. You know, I thought I saw a double top here, 178.80, but then it broke one more time. That's why, yeah, having a looser stop is good, especially if you can afford it, because, you know, the downside potential for swing trading. And so we just hit the bottom, dude. Isn't that beautiful, Bradford? And so it was like you ended up actually, look, you had Class B divergence into actual Class A. So triple MACD bearish divergence in the end.
Do you think Bitcoin can go lower than 7K if one of the next 2 weekly candles close below 20 MO? By the way, always great TA.
Nico Stefanski, man, thank you for the €5 super chat. Do I think Bitcoin can go low? I think Bitcoin can go, yeah, as low as market participants want, but it's not our job to really guess, right? Our job is to analyze charts and look for those charts to tell us things, right? They tell us things all the time. And sometimes they don't tell us anything. And that's when it's like, not really. Okay, I'll move on to another chart that is telling me a lot, right? Like MSI right here was telling us stuff, man. It was definitely telling us that it was about ready to be done, about to sell off. And it sure as heck did. Bradford made a killing on this asset on a short. So, and maybe these are great areas to cover your short. Or to at least take some profit, cover some, and, like, you know, move the stop up and let the rest ride, whatever. All right, so yeah, good stuff. Hey, it's down 4.22%. Do you see that, Brad?
Is that a joint?
So what was going on this one, man? On
Mary.
to the weekly. Oh my god, dude. Look out. Cypher Connect. Do you see it? X, A, B, C, D. Oh my god, dude. This could be a momentous weekly double top.
Bruh.
Looks like OPK broke out. Thanks again, Mitch.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Thank you, thanks, Dad, for the threes. Yeah, we'll look at it. We will. Much love, brah. Just hoping. It sounds like you're happy about it and you got in on it. Good, Kingsman. It was there. Silver freaking platter. I'm just saying, man. Of course, this may not happen, but you know, just the idea was. So we have fun, man. Creativity. It's a big part of it. Yeah, perfect. Look, I did that 113% retrace, which is the minimum criteria for that C point, D point. Oh, mother of God. Jeez. How insane would that be, man? All right. Of course it can go higher. It can go all the way to the 1414. Go much higher. But remember, assets that hit, $90, 90% of them hit 100 because of the psychological aspect. That's real talk. It's real. So, in terms of a channel, okay, we can try to look at that too. I don't really know. Let's just try it out, man. Play with it. Oh, nice. Oh my goodness, man! Wow, it's beautiful. I mean, not in terms of the middle touches. You get the heartline touch a couple times, and you're not getting much respect here. But you got to say from 1, 2, 3 on the bottom. Look at this, 2002, how it hit the top perfectly. You gotta at least say that, man, this is the channel. This is the upsloping channel you're in right now. So. Remember, this bottom was 2009. A great recovery. But again, you would just, I think, look at... There's a couple ways to do it. The major high to low. Your target's 110, right? That first target. But you could always just fib from the high point to low point. The previous one, you probably already at the 1618 if you have not exceeded it already. So, yeah, maybe it goes to 110, but it just broke 100, and a lot of times to 100. Hey, look, you're overbought, man. You're on the weekly, you're the most overbought you've been since 2007 on ABG. What? Don't FOMO, man. Don't FOMO. That's how you can lose your life. All right. Look at the angle of ascent on this asset. Buying pressure just become insane. Pull back. Coming sometime, so it go up a little bit higher, but yeah, man, these things don't always go up like that. Terrible position to be taken along, I think. It broke to all-time highs, sure, and it could keep going, but again, what are the what's the probability of it continuing up? How much higher can it go when we just talked about on the weekly it being at the highest levels of RSI it's seen since 2007, since back here, man? That's serious. Those are pieces of information you should take heed of. All right. Thanks, dude. The parabola, right? What's it doing, man? It's pretty beautiful, isn't it? I think that's as good as I can get it right there. Yeah, dude, this thing will be breaking soon. Definitely gonna be breaking soon, man. Unreal.
Bruh.
Man, hour 37 minutes. Where does the time go? Jeez. Guess we can shift over to the other one.
Greetings, Mitch. Can you see what's going on with our Aura Cannabis ACB? Love everything you do for the community and enjoy your daily live streams. Bless.
Dang, eSnap. Thanks for the kind words. Yeah, we can look at some marijuana. I think we did this a couple days ago, or maybe yesterday even. Yeah, we can look at ACB, not ABG. Mary. Yeah, literally looked at it, like, I think yesterday. If it wasn't yesterday, it was Sunday. Okay, so, you know, the way to look at it is, oh, this thing, I think there's some sort of demand line here that you broke, and you just got back above it somehow. I think that you are in the more midterm, contained within the parameters of a downtrend. Here is the downsloping demand line. The supply line is here. You bullishly engulfed today. There was certainly divergence, and that was identified the last time we looked at this a couple days ago. And as you can see, the higher prices after that, and the big spike in positive Momo. Relative strength, plenty of room to run the upside. If you wanted to break out of this downsloping channel, look no further than 651. If this was truly the bottom, we don't know, but if it was, they're looking for common retrace levels between 728 and 846. Assuming the macro holds on. All right. Does that help eSnap? That's it, man. That's the analysis. Same analysis I gave a couple days ago. All right. It's playing out for now. Yeah, stay above the upsloping support. Do it, man. No, it's Asbury. Sleepy cat. Not the other thing. So, OPK, you know, brought up a minute ago on Thanks Dad. OPK.
Bruh.
OPK, the falling wedge, the scuffed falling wedge, double bottom. Bullish divergence on both oscillators. Not just on the 4 hour, but also the daily. Go inside variables. Absolutely fantastic, man. Targets 283, 309. That's it, dude. Thanks, Crypterson. Much love, dude. Thanks for watching. Sure thing, eSnap. What's up, Corax? Good to see you. Thanks, all of you, for watching. All 500 of y'all still here. Okay, man. We don't care if crypto's doing nothing. Why? Because crypto isn't, you know, the only market. Many other markets out there, and we're making gains no matter what crypto does. What's up, Torchon? I don't know, man. Doesn't really look that great. Not really. I mean, it's okay, but if you look at it in log scale, man, it's really, it's not making higher highs yet. And I think the higher highs I've signified on this chart right here. This is XMR Monero on Bitfinex, stemming back to before 2017, late 2016. And as you can see, the downtrend you were in, you broke out of it, but that's step one. It's always been step one, is to break the geometrical trend line. That's like the Momo shift. Higher lows is very important too, but eventually what you got to do is you got to break above the previous highs, which we know, I think it's between 137 and 155. Ever breaking back above that and holding seems very good. But at this current time, it doesn't look that promising. Right, nice impulse up. You know, you went through a correction from 2018 all the way to, well, from the December 2017 all the way to December 2018. The rally's been nice, but all you've done on the rally from that all-time high level is you got to nearly a 50% retrace, probably a 45-46% retrace before selling off, reversing your price action. So I don't really know about a long or short here. Guess we could go 4 hour and get out a log. Sure. Let me make this only visible on the daily so we don't get confused with the log scale, linear scale, because I'm back in linear scale now. But this thing's corrected in the short term from that December low, 2018 low, to the June 26 high, 61.8% retrace. Finally got there. Now, what kind of downtrend is it? I'm sure we got something. Oh yeah, beautiful. Look at the heart lines touches you get. Jeez, man. It's beautiful. Heartline resistance, resistance, support, support. This is it. This is the channel. You were in a downtrend, right? And you've hit the bottom point of the golden zone, right? Which is between the 618 and 382. Sold off that much. It's not the deepest retrace. Not yet. But just remember, think about it like this. If this was the Bitcoin chart, Bitcoin has gone no lower than the 382, whereas Monero and the altcoins have gone deeper, much deeper. But do I see anything really going on? I mean, you had some divergence here on the 4 hour, and it played out. It truly did, but all you did was run up near the top of the downsloping channel. Right, this manifested into this impulse from the lowest point of 66 all the way up to 79, right? So that played, but again, just another lower high than your previous high. So until you break the downsloping resistance, you're in this shorter term downtrend. Just like Bitcoin is still in its shorter term downtrend until it breaks above it. And you know what it is. It's been there forever, right? Well, not forever, but it's been there for months. We've had it plotted. So this is your breaking point, man. Your breakout point's like 78 bucks. Hasn't happened yet. All right. But just think about it. The recovery, but just a lower high than your previous highs. Than your previous highs before it. Way up there. So nothing that great on Monero. I don't really, see the opportunity I see on other assets. No, not on Monero. Not really. Maybe if it breaks this, you might be able to talk, but it hasn't yet, has it? You could go much deeper too on the retrace. Think about if Bitcoin sold off anymore. I mean, like where these alts could go to your deep retrace levels. Think about like an 886 or 786, probably much better areas of value down there. Like the best. Always. Okay. What's up, Caffeine Man? Thug Juice, hello. Wouldn't John Smith be the most obvious of a fake name, Marco? Not James. James Smith could be a fake name too, but John Smith's like the most common name ever, right? In North America. Okay. So beautiful, dude. Beautiful on OPK. Discussed. You had the opportunity. You didn't take advantage of this. It's on you, right? All I can do, I mean, that's like why it's like, hey, watch the show, right? Scan charts, we find setups. Like, hey, man. Guess what? SRRK, another one discussed. Up 10% today. Yeah. 10% with bullish divergence. Hello? Low to high, 1618. Fib extension. Doesn't get better than that, man. Doesn't get friggin' better than that. And look what's happened. MHH, also discussed. Low liquidity. One of those where it's like, I don't know, still up. 3.5% today. Guess what else is up today? Laser, Nightlight Incorporated, up 4% today. When it was up yesterday, 5% or something. Up like 9% in 2 days. TK, another one discussed, up 8.48% today. Guess what? Up probably 14% in 2 days. NIO, NIO, another one, up 5.73% on the close today, and yesterday was up another 4% plus. Hello? 1618 fib extension like the other. The other one might have been a 1414, not a 1618. WRK, another one discussed. One of my favorites because of how deep it retraced from its low to its high. And 88, it double bottomed off an 88% retrace with bullish divergence. Up 5.3% today. Am I taking crazy pills here? I don't know, man. Feels good, dude. That's right, Luta. Big time. Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, fake name for James Smith. Oh, yeah, Pi's a scam. If you ever hear about the S-Coin Pi, just know Pi equals scam for crypto. All right? That's all you got to remember, chat. I'm an influencer. I'm influencing you. It's a scam. What's up, NYC Pitbull? Good to see you. Got like 9 minutes till the daily close. So try to stick around, run out the clock for that, man. Super sore. Telegram it is, man. It's super glorious. Torsion, Bitcoin to bear break 9100. I mean, it could. It could. But dude, again, remember, like, technical analysis is like what you use to give yourself an edge when you're trading. It doesn't give me clarity on an asset 24/7, right? So Bitcoin right now, there's not much clarity on Bitcoin. It's developed a huge Bukowski neutral pattern. There's no lower lows. There's no higher highs. Right? It's contraction, price contraction, and you're like 80% plus through the development of that pattern that is neutral. And it's in the middle of kind of a dead zone still on a range if you're talking about 60-minute trading or something like that. So to me, yeah, very good chance it could go down there. Yeah, but it could also break the upside too. But again, that is not what real technical analysis. Now, maybe there are enough scrubs out there doing TA that have given people false indication to believe that technical analysis is something more than just an edge, to give yourself an edge when trading. Bitcoin does not always have opportunity. There's not always opportunity on Bitcoin. I'm sorry. Yes, so there's not always opportunity on WRK or SRRK or OPK or Nova or Laser or the S&P itself or NVIDIA or ATVI. They don't always have opportunity. That's why you keep scanning the charts as a trader. The Bitcoin is just one asset, okay, on one market that is the least efficient to trade. I'm not trying to rant, but I have to be real. TA does not give 100% clarity on one asset at all times, right? But people will say, we don't know what we're doing here because we say we're okay with not knowing. Other people treat it like it's their job to literally know where Bitcoin's going, like there's some oracle or visionary, man. It's like, dude, that's just not how TA really works. But once people start getting that mindset, I think we'll be getting less what's Bitcoin going to do literally next, right? Sometimes I'm able to tell better when the charts tell me better, all right? Why is it the least efficient? Have you seen the market liquidity? You know, in Forex, $2 to $5 trillion a day is traded. The collective market cap of the stock market is $26+ trillion. The total collective market cap for crypto is what? 200-ish billion? That's nothing. That's super illiquid. And then you've got Bitcoin itself, which is like 70+% of the overall market cap of that crypto market. That is why it is the least efficient. Time Hawk, does that help answer your question? It should. So William Baker, man. Maelstrom, what does that mean, man? Oh, I gotta show y'all trip, man. It's a trip. It's a literal trip. Hit the PCZ. Can't say you weren't warned on this one either. Give me a freaking break, man.
Can you even believe it, man? This thing was sitting here, man. It went down to touch the 786 like a Jesus, and it bounced. That's it.
Trip, man. Doesn't get better than this, dude. Please don't freeze. Okay, thank God. Thought my PC was freezing, man. Blazer, Laser, Michel, and Fran Stolankovich, Belmashka. Excellent, blessed 1B. Very good. Well, yeah, I mean, I think the infrastructure of exchanges is terrible too. Time on. Ever tried using BitMEX? Ever tried using BitMEX when there's any kind of market volatility? Good luck using it. You're not going to be able to. Yeah, infrastructure's pretty trash too. No regulation. Have fun with that, man. It's just, there are times when Bitcoin is showing us things very clearly. And then there are other times where there is not much clarity. Oh yeah, I never moved out. I live in a bigger house than you do, Defied Justice. And it's mine. I own it. Okay. Get wrecked, dude. Good try. But this is beautiful, dude. Freaking beautiful. It's like, yeah, how young do you have to be to think I live with my parents, man? No, sorry, dude. Like, that's not how it works. See, I started streaming after having a really successful career. Most streamers have no outs. This doesn't work out streaming. I can do anything I want. I can just trade. I can do anything I want if this doesn't work out. So, like, most streamers are trapped. They're screwed without it. But why would I ever want to stop doing this? Why would I ever want to stop helping people? Like, this is so fulfilling. It's exactly what I did before. Like, helping people, helping your community. I'm just doing it on a much grander scale, and I freaking love that, man. I'd never be able to help this many people before. So I love the internet. And, you know, fast broadband. So this asset trip, man, it hit the 786. That's it. That's exactly what it did. And it was about the same low. So it was a little bit of Class C bullish divergence. We had the same low on relative strength with lower prices, much lower prices. So stagnation and momentum. And yeah, it's just freaking magic, man. Now let's see how it goes. It hasn't really done anything too much yet. I think there's still a downsloping channel you're in. But in time, you'd like to see $54 is one of my first targets on this. It's way up there, man. Doesn't seem like it's even a real possibility right now because it's so far away. What's up, Culture Shot? Good to see you, dude. Oh yeah, yeah, Master Armor. I see those too. It's like, what's the point, you know? Stanislav Tambasov, thanks so much for the sub, man. Welcome. Thanks for, hey, got some new subs today. Appreciate y'all. Thank you a bunch. All right. Hey, we're like, wow, we are 125 subs away from 20,000 now, chat. 125, that's it. Let's go. Hype in the chat. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen now. All right. Sales. Selling media. Fire up. Outside sales, not inside sales. Like, you know, I was a hunter, right? Providing value for somebody. Right? It's like, Blue Patient, how does, if you're in a middle class area in a decent state, it's probably, you're probably doing pretty well. It probably correlates pretty well. Mine does. The appreciation, I've been in my house 5 years, is appreciated, my God, like 70, 80K. It's stupid. And it correlates exactly with the way the REIT market or the REIT chart looks, which we can look at real quick. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. But it did dump. It did dump about time, right? Not dump, but like did pull back, whatever. You don't see this? I have to pull up the big screen for this. Alex Sphere, man, thanks for the 2, dude. Look at that. Oh yeah, we got it. Sorry, let me do it real quick. You local on the 8s, oh my God, man.
Local on the 8th, man.
We gotta go to Bitcoin. We'll look at real estate in a sec. I'm sorry, man. It's a big nothing burger. All right, nothing happened. Oh, Alex, man, thanks for the remainder, I guess. The remainder of the super chat or something like that. Yeah, and I mean, I don't live in Seattle or any big city or something. Yeah, I'm sure people like that have made way more, right, in appreciation. Yeah, but like, you sell it and you want to live there, good luck getting another house, right? I mean, you just have to, and really making anything. Okay, so, you know, at a 62% retrace and no lower from the previous low to high, go to the 60 minutes. All right, range bound, $1,500 range. There's the 618. And here is fine, and some RSI bullish divergence. You can't argue. Low, lower low, higher levels, relative strength. We'll see if this plays out. Maybe it could. If it does play out, maybe we get a rally anywhere between a 38% and 60 or 78% or 88% retrace for that matter. And then you could be developing maybe a 60-minute bullish Gartley. But again, we don't know yet. It's just an idea, a way too early idea. All right. And these ideas here are paving the way for us to look for opportunity. Okay. For longs or maybe shorts in the future, right? So far, again, you're in the freaking dead middle of a $1,500 range. How is that opportunity for a swing trader? It's not. So that's why I'm looking at all these other charts and trying to show you them. That like, hey man, did we not see all those that are up 10% today, 5%, 6%? And they were already up 5% the day before? Opportunity was there. Scan the charts. Don't be obsessed with Bitcoin. Even though, yeah, we get it. I love it. Revolutionary technology. I'll own Bitcoin on my deathbed. Sure. But that doesn't take away from the fact that I'm going to be rational about some asset that is just literally sitting in the dead middle of a range. Okay. Hey, Casper, man. What's up, dudes? Figure it out, Casper. Figure it out. Casper's definitely joking. LSD, it's all good. No big deal. He likes memeing. What's up, Ruru 23? Glad you made it, man. Show the corn, dude. The corn is here. If you really want to see corn, we can look at it. It was developing a harmonic, literal corn. It was getting closer and closer to the bottom of a very, very large historical range too. But I digress to real estate, which is phenomenal. This is the recovery since, I mean, the nadir levels of the global financial crisis. 2009, March 2009. Look where you are now. Huh. What have you done since the bottom? Since the bottom of the global financial crisis, you were up nearly 600%, chat. Real estate, anyway. That's how much it's recovered. Jesus. So, yeah, based on what all the big city real estate's doing, based on what my real estate's doing, this is, yeah, it kind of correlates, I guess. My home value continues to grow every year. It hasn't stopped. Yeah, low rates will do that. Yeah, easier to get access to money. For sure. So people buy houses, whatever, at low interest rate. Thanks, Casper, man. Alex, man, so it's really touchy. I'm trying to figure out a way to be able to do it that doesn't increase my liability substantially, because, you know, the stock market is regulated by the SEC, dude, and I'm in America. Like, that's serious stuff. I'm not licensed. I'm not an advisor, okay? So the way the team that was with me before Hopped in Crypto, like, they knew it. They researched it pretty hardcore on, like, thinking that doing stock trade setups with actual stop losses, entries and profiting levels could, again, open me up to liability, and that's something I don't want. So I don't really know. I want to do it. I haven't ever been able to do it based on that logic. So maybe in the future, if we can figure out, my team can figure out if there's a way to do it. Okay. River says he thinks Bitcoin's the future, but the technology around it is kind of lacking if you want to make it tomorrow currency. Hope for the best of the people here. We will be kings. Yeah, we'll be kings. Look, you know, it's, again, we're in the people in the first world. I don't know if it's ever going to be the actual currency, but it already is playing a role helping third world countries. It's empirical at this point that people use Bitcoin there. Shoot, man, Dason, if we keep lowering the rates and then a crash happens, what are they going to do? We'll run it. We don't have much wiggle room, do we? What's up, Maria? Okay, man. So we made it. Bitcoin's 10,088. Did it, man. Kind of diverging on the 60-minute at a 618. So very well could be a pivot point. Look, there's one valley, two valleys, now three valleys, rule of three with the 60-minute divergence. Maybe it breaks the upside, but I'm not in the business of caring if it breaks the upside here, because it's just, again, dead middle of a range. Okay? Dead middle. Thanks, Alex, man. Timehawk says if you make 20,000 US dollars, you talking about annually, you're in the top 4% of the entire world's wealth. That's cool, if that's true, right? Whew. Oh, dude, we never looked at AT&T. Oh my God, where is it on my watch list? Ladies and gentlemen, here is AT&T. Look how it fell below critical areas, but then had a huge V-shaped recovery, broke above the ice line that was once resistance, or was once support, was resistance and support, but then was back tested as support again. Limit buy like $32. Here we are, 37.58, hitting the golden retrace. Hello? Freaking hello, anyone on this? Just look at the big red candle yesterday, and then today, bullish harami. So gap could fill, sure. People take profit at these levels, 37.29. And that's probably why we got the red candle yesterday. And look where you are. You're not diverging, but you are, my God, 77.55 on the RSI. Last time you were that high was December of 2016. Right here. And then before that, you peaked July 2016. Fan-freaking-tastic, man. Stocks. There's opportunity out there, and it doesn't always have to do with Bitcoin. Apple rocked today. Well, they had their event, but they were down though, right? They're also they proclaim themselves to be participants in the content creation streaming world now. Apple's now going into it, right? Well, I guess they've done like previews or whatever for their shows or movies or whatever. One with Steve Carell, the morning show, whatever it's called. But yeah, Apple continuing to further diversify. I mean, my God, about time they figured something out to do, because, dude, it's like they have like more cash than like any company on the planet, and they haven't really innovated or come up with any other growth prospects other than a watch, you know, along with their phones, watch and a pen. Now they're getting into the entertainment world, so good for them, I guess, for finally figuring something out. Figuring out Apple. Jeannie, I'm talking to you, dude. Just Charles Schwab brokerage and Thinkorswim account. TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim, Maria, those two. All right. The beauty is for swing trading, doesn't have to be complex, man. You got a buy, a stop loss. You let it roll. And then when time goes by and it continues going up, then you might want to adjust. And you think, okay, then maybe take a little bit of the stop loss off and put it at a limit sell for a target profit taking level. James Glenn, I don't understand that either, dude. I think it's people that never had that were never into trading at all before Bitcoin, and they're just some thing that keeps them in crypto, or only interested in crypto only. I don't know what it is, dude. They keep a tight lip on innovation. Okay, well, yeah. I mean, I guess for their current technology, but a company is like, it's all about what will it be valued at later, not like what is it doing now. It's like, what is it in the future? And you gotta have growth prospects, man. Activision has stupid amounts of growth prospects. Ugh. Well, they had a lot more. I mean, like when I was deep into Activision, when we're talking like, you know, the 20s, I mean, they were like buying out Major League Gaming. They started making movies and stuff. I mean, those are good companies, man. When you see innovation and their revenue and their growth or their profits come not from just, you know, raising their rates like food companies and stuff. Again, a lot of that stems from leadership, and that's all like fundamental stuff, right? Growth prospects definitely part of fundamental analysis, right? But anyway, Bitcoin's 10,107 right now, not doing much, right? Here's your chart, man. Here's your big one on the daily, right? Price contraction, 70 days or so. Well, you know, using Robinhood, if there's no stop loss, I wouldn't use any exchange that doesn't have a stop loss, unless one just doesn't care and is like, I'm just going to hold an asset until the end of time. All right, then fine. So there you are, man. What did you do? All you did was run down and you broke above a very critical resistance at 99.58 on the way up on September 2nd. This resistance. And now all you've done is back tested that spring. So this is a back test of a spring right here where we just bounced. So holding above this, extremely important. Very, very important, man. Getting deeper and deeper within the parameters of this symmetrical triangle. If you look at the weekly, could just call it a freaking pennant. So at any point this deep into the development of a symmetrical triangle, one could wake up one day to a huge green candle to the upside or a huge red candle to the downside. All right, just be aware of that. That's it, dude. Type in chat for a spring back test. But see, people like that don't understand Wyckoff. They don't understand these concepts. They may not get it, right? They may not get what was so significant and why it was so good, maybe. Like, that's the stuff you want to see. Like, when you break above something, you like back tests. They're good. It's like a form of confirmation on the market. So Bitcoin now at 10,200. And there you have it. That very well may have been the exact pivot point I'm talking about, the golden retrace. It's hard to see. Right, 618, there you are, 10,277.83. This is just an idea. Purely just an idea. And another thing you could look at, as I know for a fact, there's downsloping resistance right here that you never broke, right? And it could just be some sort of type of wedge or something, right? I think you could extend it back like that or something. All right, you see the downsloping price contraction you're getting on the selling. It's not too bad, but again, I don't think you broke anything right there. You just ran up and didn't even touch the top of the geometrical resistance. Does that make sense? So, insane amount of volatility. Great. Very cool. So let's see how high, if this was XAB, let's see some sort of wave like this one on the way up, but just a lower high, or maybe a higher high, before the eventual sell-off to the larger part of the harmonic, potential harmonic. Again, this is just your too early idea, but mother God, did it not play out so far as a potential pivot point? Of course, it could just do what it did here and dump again, fine, but I'm not in a position on Bitcoin, you know, like an actual trade on Bitcoin, because I just didn't see, you know, too much opportunity. Because, like, guess what? I have capital in other trades right now. Corn pumping your bags. Dude, again, corn is, you know, near the bottom of a historical range. Literally CORN. Chad, are you live? Can you hear me, man? I don't even, I don't know. I'm trying to keep this stream alive for you. For all 462 of y'all. Not hearing much back from you with this price movement. Whatever, man. No big deal. Let's go eat dinner. Not a big deal, man. So, all right, keep your eye on it. Might be back tonight. You just never know. All right. Good luck, Casper, man. Good luck. So it's been a good stream chat, it really has. And seriously, thanks for just kind words, support, likes, love, those the tips, man, today. Just all world. Y'all are amazing, all right? So I'll be back later. So until next time.
Respect T.
My name is JP. I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Adios, turd nuggets.